Picture this. I'm standing in a corral, boots in the dirt, got three horses around me with a bunch of children's toys scattered around like some kind of homemade obstacle course, which it was. Our job to get the horses through this obstacle course. Simple, right? We tried everything. We hooted. I won't say we hollered. We raised our voices. We tried to encourage them to get through this obstacle course in the most human way possible. The problem is we weren't speaking horse language. They were confused and they ended up getting skittish as a result. They weren't interested in our plan. So we tried harder. We tried different things. We rubbed their noses, scratched between their ears. We tried to coax them. Nothing was working. The harder we tried to make them move, the less they wanted to go anywhere near us. That's often how owners run sales and marketing. And the reason I say that is because that was me. At one point, our coach in the corral did something that changed everything. She told us to just stop, be quiet, come together in the middle of the corral, and just be still. No commands, no agenda, no forcing, just still. Then she asked a simple question. What do you want from your business? Above all, what do you want next? For me, I already had the answer. I wanted customers to find me, to be sent to me, because I never saw myself as a salesperson. This whole sales and business development thing just always felt heavy. It was draining. It didn't give me life. But I also had this deep need to know that my work mattered, that my service was of value to the community. So I did the thing that I'd been taught, that generations before me had done. I worked blue collar work, boots in the dirt, tools in my blistered hands, worked harder, pushed more, try more tactics, all that to try to build a sales machine. It was exhausting. The problem was that the machine was just more of me doing more. While we're sitting there, breathing, answering this question, all of a sudden it clicked. I felt this warm, moist, arguably nasty air right on my neck. Without even having to turn around, I realized the horses were standing there, close, calm, curious. Nobody forced them over. We didn't drag them by a rope. We had stopped the hooting and hollering, or coaxing, maybe that's a better term. They came on their own. Why? We had calmed down. Our energy around us reduced. We weren't working as hard. Our attention had shifted from forcing them through a course to showing up as grounded humans. And once we relaxed, we started moving together as a group, slow, steady, talking, communicating, being relational with one another. Not chasing the horses anymore, just walking. And guess who followed? Those same horses that wouldn't budge when we were pushing, pulling, and over efforting. In that moment, they became the metaphor for my ideal customer. And the obstacle course, that was my offer, my system, my process. The thing I had thought I had to push people through. Let's talk about you for a second, because you may not be standing in a corral with horses, but you may be doing the same thing in your business. You've built the obstacle course, the website, the packages. You got a nice proposal template, a customer journey, all those colorful things in the dirt, and you're proud of it, as you should be. You want people to go through it, to experience it. So, are you doing it? Are you hooting and hollering? Are you pushing, chasing leads, over explaining? Are you trying to talk people into caring about your obstacle course? The more you push, it may feel like the more they pull back. Here's the truth: you don't have a sales problem, you have an energy problem. You're trying to force people through something that they don't understand yet. Instead of becoming someone they naturally want to follow, magnetic businesses are built around calm, clear leaders, not frantic operators. There's three primary reasons why owners miss this. First, all you've ever been rewarded for is hard work. Show up early, stay late, do the overtime, say yes to everything, grind. You learn that if you just work harder, you'll win. So when business slows down, you do what you know, you push. Second thing, you've confused noise with leadership. You probably think if I'm loud enough, visible enough, present enough, people will buy. So you blast more messages, you pile more offers, you add more color to the obstacle course, but you don't ever change how you showed up. Third thing, you've never been taught how to be magnetic as a leader. Not in a flashy influencer way. I'm just talking about simple, steady presence. The kind of person people feel safe following. You think the answer is a better script, a more robust funnel, but your customers aren't horses and they're not robots. They're humans. They're following your energy before they ever trust your process. I've got three things that you can do, just simple, practical things that you can do this week. Do these things so that you can stop forcing and start attracting. Number one, calm your internal corral before you go to market. Before you send an email, before you make a sales call, before you walk into a client or networking meeting, just stop, breathe, and ask one question. What do I actually want from this conversation? Not the fake answer, the honest one. If the answer is I'm desperate for cash or I need this sale, you're going to show up tight, grasping for straws. People feel that. So instead, try to reframe your mindset. Have this statement in mind: I want to understand if I can genuinely help this person, or I want to see if there's a real fit. If not, I'll point them somewhere else. You're still delivering value. It just may not be your service. That shift is going to change how you sound to people. It's going to shift how you listen to people and how you respond. Number two, stop dragging people through your obstacle course. Invite them to walk beside you, or better yet, figure out how you can show up and walk alongside them. Most honor most owners sell process instead of partnership. You talk about your steps, your system, your packages, your timeline. Nobody cares yet. Start by standing with them in their corral. Name what you see. Say things like, it looks like you're overwhelmed, or I sense that you're feeling a little overwhelmed. You can't be sick for 2 days without the place falling apart, can you? These kinds of things just tell them that you get it. Then invite them. Here's the path I'd walk if we work together. Simple, low pressure, no dragging, just clear, confident invitation. The next thing, become the kind of owner that people are relieved to follow. This is a long game, and it's where real leadership lives. Ask yourself, would you want to follow me? Would you want to work for you? Would you want to buy from you? If the answer is no, don't shame yourself. Just be honest. Maybe you're reactive. Maybe you're scattered. Maybe you're constantly in a rush. Magnetic leaders are calm under pressure, clear in their words, consistent in their presence. Just pick one of those this month. Work on it. Ask your team, where do I feel chaotic to you? And then listen to them honestly. Open your ears and just listen. No speak. Listen. That's how you stop being the bottleneck and start being the guide. Let's go back to the corral for a second. Nothing about the obstacle course changed. The toys were still in the dirt. The path was the same. What changed was us, our posture, our energy, our intention. Once we shifted, the horses moved. Your business works the same way. Your website doesn't have to be perfect. Your offer doesn't have to be revolutionary. Your systems don't have to be complex. Less is more. But you have to become steady, trustworthy. You've got to be a presence in the middle of your own corral. Customers aren't trying to judge your design, they're trying to decide, do I feel safe letting this person lead me? So here's my challenge to you. This week, pick one situation where you normally push. Maybe it's a sales call. Maybe it's a networking meeting. Maybe it's a team meeting. Maybe it's that one client who always just has one more question. Before you step into it, calm yourself, get clear on what you want, decide how to show up as the guide, not the chaser. Then watch what happens. I think you'll notice people lean in more. They ask better questions. They relax because you're relaxed. That's the start of turning your business from a liability that drains you into a life asset that attracts the right people and gives you your time back. Lead better, work less, live more.